because of you remember when you dash through with Bison with V-triggers active, you can hold it forward to go even farther. So you can control the distance you're dashing at. So again, just a very pesky character for a charge character to face. But Brian F stays solid and brings out the first game in his favor. Well done.
Very interesting point. Again, being able to break one of the main components of a charge character is gonna leave him pretty much defenseless, or I guess not prepared for the offense when he actually gets his chance to shine, right?
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about earlier Brian F's rush punch game, right? It's all about waiting for the opponent to come forward. So, I mean, with Bison, that's going to be a lot different once he gets into that range and that V-trigger activated to where he can dash up. Because those dashes can go behind you, and then if he activates the rush punch too early, it's just going to be a whiff. Yeah, definitely a lot of things to keep in mind when playing against this character, but Brian F has done it well so far in the first game.
Oh, right over the gate, Tampa Bison swinging away at Brian F's life. Look at that gray life dwindling down, but checking with the Fierce. He's going to get it right back. Only at Wednesday Night Fights. Good call.
Check it out. Oh, tries to sweep him up, but just out of range. Now Tampa Bison, both players just standing it in and slugging it out. Not really getting any combos, but getting the big single hits here and there.
Oh. No use. Good punish from Tampa Bison.
Oh. Tries to catch him coming in close. Not going to happen. Yeah, the fundamentals are ready to be activated once Brian F finds that target combo. You know he's going to be looking for it.
Oh, no! Bison with the whiff punish on the Psycho Axe. Good call, my friend.
Yeah, that was good stuff. I was definitely expecting Brian F to look for that crouch medium kick, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He was ready to shoot out the fundamentals.
Yeah.
And that would have definitely killed him, like we saw in the first one. Oh.
Well, critical art is ready, and we've seen Brian F already wake up super once tonight.
Nice juggle. Look at all the damage on that, firing right out of there. The high-low. And checker Cabeza has to cancel.
Yeah. Good reset into the V-trigger to keep it safe, though.
Oh, my gosh. Dang. Tampa Bison regaining his composure and launching a full-scale assault against Brian F. 1-1. Very impressive run back.
Yeah, just tags him right with a stand fierce into the Psycho Blast confirm. It's really with the pimp slap, right? And you wanted to get out of line, and not going to happen against Bison. Has those long-reaching normals. Not only is the Psycho Axe very dangerous because of the distance and the +1 property, but stand fierce is quite good as well. A little bit faster, I believe, than Psycho Axe, and has a comparable distance. So when you're in that situation, especially when you just want to cancel on the Psycho Blast, that stand fierce does great damage, and then on top of that, the Psycho Blast chips you out. So it's a common tactic for Bison, and one that was well used by Tampa Bison here in the second game.
Yeah, not only that, but you're also building a lot of meter for yourself. You get a good amount from a blocked fierce, and then you're building even more with the Psycho Blast. Granted, if it's blocked, right? In this scenario, you're doing a lot of things. You're applying that mental damage with the gray life and the chip damage. Yeah. You're getting that meter back, and you're still keeping it within the neutral. You're not going to be putting yourself at risk for any real retaliation.
Yep, so good stuff to Tampa Bison, tying this game up 1-1. Again, this is losers semifinals. If you just joined us, the winner of this will be facing Tega in losers finals for a chance at Item, who is already sitting pretty in winner side grand finals.
Here we go. Game 3 between the two Bisons. Ball Rug and Dictator.
Yeah, one a Dictator, one a Boxer. Yeah, the Dictator throwing the Boxer into the corner, tried to keep the pressure up, but the tap will give Brian F his turn back. Oh, we're getting some respect jabs here. Yeah, that's what they were, respect jabs.
Absolutely.
We are back in it though.
Brian F's just trying to show a little feints here.
Oh, Tampa Bison.
That was a level 3, yeah. I finally heard the number this time. Oh, firing back with a Psycho Axe?
Oh, actually gets under with a V skill. Both players, though, you can see, very cautious here in this third game. Trying to find their footing. Oh, anti-airs with the crouch jab. Oh, we tried it again, but again, that's a better trade for Brian F than it's going to be for Tampa Bison.
Oh my god, he dashed right under the Devil's Reverse. That's going to be a tough spot for Tampa Bison. Nice check.
Yeah, he tried for the reset because he knows he just needs to cash in that critical art. No cancel into the V-trigger off the scissor kick. Oh, he tried for the slide and he finds it. If you do not succeed once, try again.
Yeah, he could have just switched off and made it safe with V-trigger.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he tried it in the first place, right? As soon as he got the V-trigger, he wanted to pop it off the slide, but he stuffed it, went right back to the well, and Brian F wasn't expecting the repeat. Oh, trips him up this time. Tampa Bison does have a round lead. Oh, and the Psycho Blast startup gets a hitbox very quickly and caught Balrog poking in. Oh, no whip punish.
Oh, what do you got? The V-skill overhead. That's going to be stunned? Yes, sir.
Gets the meteor with those screw uppers. Leave him standing. But a real mix-up afterwards. Gets to the other side. He's going to put Brian F in the corner. Oh, but he meets him in the middle. Can't finish the job just yet. Only had 1 meter. X-Fire, that's still 1 frame. Trying to get him with the throw break and just walking up and throws. V-trigger still on deck for Tampa Bison. Has a little bit left.
Still anybody's game.
The jump and just a regular throw off the jump in. Tampa Bison up 2-0 on Brian F.
That was the biggest delay
Or 2-1.
I've ever seen.
Or 1-1. Sorry.
Definitely 2-1.
2-1.
We're in there? All right.
2-1.
All right, 2-1. But, yo, Bison did that delayed throw, and I think he caught Brian F flinching. I saw a little bit of an animation on ball.
That first time, right?
Slick. That's pretty slick.
And that's the thing about Bison. We talked about his slow walk speed. It's very tough to just like maneuver in and out and get the throw baits that way. But the slow walk speed is very intimidating when he gets really close. And since he has a bit of an extended throw range, he definitely has his own version of like the throw bait game that a lot of characters have. It's slightly different, but it's still there and very present, as we saw it being utilized very well against Brian F in that last round.
Yeah, and that slight walk up was like the factor to determine whether or not you want to press a button, right? He could have gone for a low forward. He could have pressed a 3-frame normal. He just inched his way ever so slightly to get in range for him to poke at you, but went for the throw. That's some scary stuff. That's a really, really tough situation to be in. And Brian F, again, just faltering, just very late notice, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It seemed like he was going to react to the very end of the frames, right? To the very end of the walk-up, but he was just a couple of frames off and allowed Bison to get the throw.
Oh, and taps right through that block string.
I didn't care about the Cycle Blast that time. Just actually holds up back on the wake-up. Good read on Bison going for the throw.
Man, the anti-air and the juggle. Look at the damage.
Tremendous damage for an anti-air, even if it costs 1 bar, and then he checks him with a cross jab into rush punch mode. Both players slugging it out here, taking advantage as soon as the other drops their combo or drops their momentum. Great whip punish with a stand pierce again. Dances all the way into a V-trigger combo, puts him on the edge of stun, and then dashes through the Slayer stuff. Tampa Bison, match point.
Yes, sir. He's looking real clean, getting that solid stun on Brian F. Looking to take it 3-1, hopefully. That's the game plan here. But Brian F, don't ever count him out. One of the most explosive characters, if not the most explosive character in the game.
Oh, but the back throw is going to change the tide for Tampa Bison. Gets a front throw now. Oh, tries for the tap to come out hot, but nothing doing. Brian F doesn't have a lot of life to work with after that combo. Already down to about 50%. Tampa Bison eating up this life. Whoa.
One more hit and big fundamentals might be coming out.
Oh, V reversal off. You can see that's what Tampa Bison is using his V trigger for this round. Oh, but no, the overhead. Into the patented Brian F stuff for the kill. The very last EX rush punch does it.
Yeah, and that was super smart of him because he knew that one V skill, block or hit, was going to give him enough bar to cancel. That's why he went for that initiative. A lot more timid from Tampa Bison.
Oh, got caught with the Psycho Axe again, and then the overhead. Brian F, huge hits coming out the box. Oh my god, some heavyweight slugging happening on the side of Brian F. Tampa Bison trying to find a spot to fight back. Has full resources if he can.
Okay.
Oppressed in the corner, finds some damage. Doesn't activate the V trigger just yet. He's going to look for the slide. No, actually just punishes with a neutral jump and then finds the special. Tampa Bison still very much in this round. The stun bar is building. Oh my friend, be very careful. Brian F has access to his own V trigger as well at this point.
Oh my God, the
Goes
cross
to the other side. Oh, goes to the other side again.
Ooh.
Tries to break the glass on a Brian F challenges. If the V trigger ran out and he dashed back and front. Finds the V trigger activation off the target combo medium kick. And we're going to a game 5.
That was very, very slick from Brian F. Still went for the target combo, but still had the V trigger. You knew he was going to cancel to go into even more mixes, but Tampa Bison wasn't going to go down swinging. That could have been a reverse. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even know what to say about that. Right? Brian F. Yeah, incredible play. Just really, once he brings out that V trigger, right, he makes the most of it. He was really just hitting him hard and with the big hits. He wasn't going like playing small ball, right? He was
Definitely
going for the big swings, the TAPs, the overheads, like, and he was hitting them.
Yeah, Tampa Bison's got the metal shin guards. Why not add the padded gloves? He wants the big damage, and I don't blame him. But now it's all tied up 2-2, and it's been a pretty giant slugfest between the two.
Yeah, Brian F and Bison, both characters with decent amount of health, both characters with big buttons, right? The Psycho Axe, the Stand Fierce, the Stand Roundhouse on the side of Bison. Similar buttons on the side of for Balrog.
Yeah.
The Stand Roundhouse, the Rush Punches, the Stand Fierce, all these big meaty buttons that take up a nice horizontal space, and they're really just standing at the neutral range where both of them excel at, and seeing whoever presses the button first.
And they both lead to good damage, combo potential, especially with the likes of Roundhouse. You know, being able to continue to combo after that. That's what you learn at the Shadaloo camp. That training center is going to teach you all about big buttons. Oh, yes, again, that block string is not real. Yo, the meaty V-skill overhead, catching Tampa Bison at the last second. One more for stun. Oh, that's going to be a punish. Yeah, he went for the cross upper.
And not going to yield any results just yet. 2-2, the other side. Tries for the Kinshasa to break that glass, not going to have it. Brian F challenges with his own fierce and then throws him back into the corner, throws him back to the other side. Wants the damage, and Meter just going with the back throws. Rush punch gets stuffed out. But that crouch medium punch is there for Brian F.
That low medium kick is just too good. It's so far out. It's deceptively far, I should say. And again, leading to a target combo.
Especially for a true low, right? Well, in this game. True lows don't tend to go that far for most characters.
Yeah. I think that's the first time he's had a true low.
Yeah.
Off a medium kick, I should say. Not sweet. Or short, for that matter. Nice check after. Oh! Catches this armor
with the EX screw upper. Wow. Brian F is on match point. One more round and he goes into losers finals, and this is how he's gonna do it. Moves him towards the screen, towards the corner of the screen. Oh, tries for the throw, but just gets back throw for his own trouble.
Oh. The reversal's out. He still has enough bar to gain V-trigger back again. Oh, Tampa Bison does have enough to activate as well.
Oh no, just didn't confirm. Oh! Slide kick, crouch jab, and Brian F seals the game with the EX rush punches.
Just caught Tampa Bison walking forward.
We see the fundamentals that prevail today. Fortunately, it is not the big version. It is the rush punch version.
Yeah.
Brian F takes it home and takes a spot in top 3. Again, he's the overall #1 ranking for the online points in CPTO. So